Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Queen Esther. Thank you so much for stopping by. And as you can tell from my topic below, I moved. I am not an LA girl. Yes, LA in the house. I decided to do this video because I've been getting a lot of phone calls and text messages from friends and associates, asking me, hey, we saw Los Angeles on your Instagram post. Are you now in LA? Or did you just visit? Because if you know me very well, I usually like to travel for my birthday, and I've probably been to LA about 3 or 4 times now for my birthday. So people just didn't know, okay, are you still in Houston? Have you moved? What's going on? So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and make a video and announce that I moved from Houston, Texas to Los Angeles, California. Hey, California. Okay, sorry. But yes, I moved a few months ago. I think it was sometime at the end of March. And so I have been here for about 5 months now. It's been great. It's definitely different from Texas. I love my Houston, Texas, but it's definitely different, and so far so good. It's been really, really good, and just work has been going well. For those of you that need to know, I've transferred from my job in Houston over here to LA. I've always wanted to be in LA, so a little background of why I am here in LA, or just a little bit of what I can say of why I'm here in LA. I've always wanted to move here since I was a child back in Nigeria. My little small room that I had, I've always watched American movies, and every time I watch American movies, I always envision being in LA. And so when I not decided, but God helped me to move to the US, I was like, okay, I'm gonna move to Los Angeles. I've always dreamed of being here, but no, I moved to Louisiana. Yeah. But I moved here because my auntie lived in Louisiana, my cousins were there in Louisiana, and so I moved to Louisiana, and I went to college at LSU. Go Tigers. I only went to one football game, so don't judge me. But I did go to a football game, so we're all good. But I went to college in at LSU, and then after college, I moved to Houston, Texas. I actually had plans of moving to LA. I tried so many times to move over here, even during like spring break when people are going to go turn up in Florida or Miami or wherever they were going to wherever they needed to be at, close to some kind of water. I came to Los Angeles. I was looking for a job. I studied communications in school. Actually, I studied mass communications, but I couldn't pass one class, so I just had to switch to communications. Don't judge me. But I studied communications in school, and I always wanted to do things in the media. I wanted to be a TV host and entertainment. That was my dream. It's still my dreams. And so I used to come over here all the time, and I would, come and look for jobs or internships, and I just couldn't get anything. And so after college, I still tried again after college, and nothing was working for me. And so I ended up being in Houston. A friend of mine was like, hey, just, why don't you just move to Houston? It's also a big city, try it out, and then you can, from there move to LA. And I ended up being in Houston for 6 years plus. And I have to say, I'm super happy that I moved to Houston, and I'm very, very blessed that I was able to kind of grow and be matured in Houston, Texas. So to Houston, thank you so, so much. You guys helped me to really mature myself to being who I am today. Because let me tell you something. If I had moved here when I was much younger, Lord Jesus help me, I'd have been a little bit crazier. But yeah, so I moved to Houston 6 years. I started my job in property management, as you already know from my past videos, and if you know me very well, you know that already. And now I'm here in LA. So how I got here. Again, as I've mentioned, I've always been wanting to move here. I tried so many things. I went to E-News, and I was like, E-News, I was trying to get, hopefully get some kind of connections or so to work there. That didn't work out. But how I got here, my property lost management the last week of February, And when they lost management, I had to find a job. I had to find a new property to be able to join. And the owner of the property only gave my company 1 week. And so after that week, it's that if you find another property within Greystar, within my company, great. If not, you can stay with the new management. I really wanted to stay with my company because I really do believe in my company, and I love the benefits that we get. I love the people. I had already built a family within my company. And so the day that they told us about this whole change, literally, thank God I had the next day off. And let me tell you something. I woke up at 5 or 6 a.m. in the morning, and I was on my computer, and I was applying to every Greystar property that I could see online. I was applying to every property in Houston, and then I was like, you know what? Let me try LA. And so I started, sending my resumes to different managers and regional managers, and some called me back, some didn't call me back, and I was able to get one that actually called me back and say, hey, I would like to meet you. Can we do a phone interview, and would it be available to actually do an in-person interview? I was like, yes, absolutely. And keep in mind, so this was in March, and usually that was around my birthday time. Literally the next week was going to be my birthday, and I always take vacations during my birthday, and I was supposed to go to London, which I'm still very depressed about because I still have not gone to London yet, and I so want to be at London. Anyway, side story. But so so I had to cancel my trip to London. Thank God I had not finalized everything, so I didn't have to lose any kind of money or so. And so we set up a phone interview. We did the phone interview. He loved me. He was like, oh, no, I would like to meet you in person. I'm like, great, awesome. So I booked my flight tickets to LA, and then that same day I actually also had reached out to a different manager, and he called me. He was like, hey, I'm so sorry, but my regional manager already has someone in mind, and if things changes, I'll let you know. I was like, you know what, thank you so much for calling. Like, I really actually appreciated him even calling me. The next day, this same manager called me. He's like, hey, can we set up a phone interview? I'm like, sure, absolutely. And so he did a phone interview. He liked me, and he was like, I would love to meet you whenever you come. I'm like, awesome. So I flew to LA the first week of March and did my interviews. I was here for 5 days, and let me tell you, I was going to interviews back to back, and keep in mind, I had also set up interviews with other companies, because you don't ever want to rely on one thing. You want to keep your options open. As much as I really wanted to be with my company, I had to start branching out to see what else is out there for me. And so I had interviews back to back, and it was stressful. I mean, I believe I spent $370 on Uber for 5 days. That was painful. That was painful, okay? I was like, I did not budget for this amount of money. But anyway, I did the interview. Thank God, everything just worked out perfectly well for me. So Friday, he called me and offered me the job. The next day, Saturday, I flew back to Houston, Texas. And I flew back. And on a Monday, I gave my 2 weeks notice. And let me tell you, that was the most craziest 2 weeks of my life, because I literally had to be at work, come back home, and pack up my life. It was not easy. I was so stressed, like super stressed. And I think, was I already dieting that time? No, I had finished my 21 days, what's it called? Daniel's fast, but I was still eating very healthy. And when you eat healthy, sometimes the food just doesn't hold you that long. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't hold you that long. But I was hungry, I was tired, I was stressed, and so for that 2 weeks, I was packing up my whole life, and I did not really discuss my whole trip, with a few of my friends, because I didn't want to disappoint anybody. And if you know me well, moving to LA has always been a dream of mine, and so everybody knew that this was my dream. Like, if you know me well, that's always been my dream. And so even when I, came for the interviews, I only told very, very few friends, because I just didn't want to disappoint anybody. I didn't want to, come over here for the interviews and then I don't get the job, and then I'll have to be like, oh sorry, well I didn't get the job. I didn't want my friends to be sad about it because they know how much I really wanted to move here, so I kept it to myself. Which obviously once I told my friends, they definitely understood. If you have good friends, they will understand. If they're not that good, they'll start getting mad and start getting, oh my god, you didn't tell me. Nobody got time for that. So, but yeah, it was stressful. The last day of me leaving Houston was ridiculous. I looked a mess. Okay, I looked a mess. I think I have a picture that my friend Grace took. I would not post it. I can't post it. I looked a mess. I was so stressed. But honestly, I did not know that I couldn't breathe until I got on the plane and I finally took one huge breath. I was like, oh my God, I did it. I'm on a plane heading to Los Angeles, a dream that I've had for so many years. So yeah, so I moved and I stayed, I got an Airbnb. I think I was here March 24th, March 24th. And so I got an Airbnb for a week. On Sunday, I arrived on Saturday. On Sunday, I went to church. And then on Monday, I stopped by my office, said hello to my manager, and, went out looking for a place to stay. Because Airbnbs are expensive. Actually, I think my Airbnb, I believe it was like $400 and something. And so that was expensive, and for me, I did not want to spend money on Airbnb. I wanted to get a place as soon as possible. So that Monday, before I left the house, I prayed to God. I was like, Father Lord, I cannot do this on my own. This is an expensive city. I knew it was expensive, but honestly, until you are here, you will never really understand how expensive this city is. If you're in Houston, Texas, baby, we are in luxury in Houston, okay? We are in luxury. But so it was just really, really crazy. And so that Monday, I was everywhere looking for a place to stay. And one thing that I found out was that there were so many older apartments over here, like compared to Houston, that we had pretty good, new apartments. And even if they were like 1980 something, most of them are already like renovated. But there were so many old apartments, and I couldn't find everything that I wanted. But I think like the last place that I looked at, I actually found one place, and I liked it. It was good. There was just something missing. And for me, I always go with my heart, and I always just pray to God, like, Father Lord, just help me make the right decision, because I cannot do this on my own. And so, I liked the place, but there's just something missing. So Tuesday, I went to work. And I, told my manager about it. We kept on looking online. We went on Craigslist and we're looking. Apparently over here, like Craigslist is like the shizu. Is that a word? Is that a way to say it? The shizu? The shizu? Does that even rhyme? Anyway, sorry. But, so, we looked online, and then on Wednesday we found something. He was like, just go check it out, before work tomorrow morning, which was a Thursday. So I went and I looked, and again I prayed. Look, I pray about everything, like literally every little thing I call Jesus, because I'm like, Jesus, I can't do this. Like, you brought me here. And so I prayed about it, and I came to this place, and immediately I walked into the property. I was like, this is it. And that's something I always just, always know that God has already given me the intuition that when I find something that I love, he just immediately speaks to me. And so I walked in, I was like, yeah, this is it. Now, the human part of me, when I walked in, I saw gold. I was like, yes, these are my people. They were gold chandeliers and gold this and gold. And I was like, I have arrived. This is my people. This is where I belong. And yeah, I was so happy. But I walked into the actual apartment that I had available for me, and I loved it, and I felt I felt so at peace in the place, and then I just applied for it and I moved in. So I moved in here April 1st. And I've been here since. LA is amazing so far, and I thank God. I literally couldn't have done this without God. And for those of you that I did not tell that I was moving here, I am so sorry. It was the most crazy 2 weeks 3 weeks, including my time of interviews. It was so crazy. I'm so sorry. This is an official announcement video of saying I am sorry that I did not tell you that I moved to Los Angeles. But if you know me very well, you know it wasn't out of spite or anything like that. It's just me trying to live my dreams that I've been dreaming of for years, for a very, 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 very long time. So I'm here and I'm trying to make the best out of it. It is super crazy over here. I'm actually going to do another video of the process of finding a place here, because I just gave you guys a little summary of it and just my the tips of if you ever want to move to Los Angeles, what you can do, what helped me out, what I should have known. Jesus, someone should have educated me about that. So I'll do another video about that, and hopefully be able to help someone else out that is thinking about moving over here. So yeah, so I've moved. I'm in Los Angeles. I'm living my best life, I hope. I'm trying. But honestly, like I said before, if I had moved here all those years that I wanted to move here, it would have been so much more harder for me. I really thank God that I'm 31 and I'm more mature. I know who I am. I know what I want in life, and it's like I feel thankful to God that all those times that I had planned and I worked so hard and prayed and fasted, that all those times that I really wanted to move here, that He didn't make it happen. You know what I mean? Because I just don't think that I would have been prepared for the craziness that this city has, now that I'm here seeing everything. And so I'm, as much as I didn't want those doors to close as of that time, I'm happy that those doors closed, because when He opened the door for me, I am telling you, the way God helped me to get this job, I could have never planned this. There is no way that I could have planned this to be so easy. As much as there was craziness around it, but it was so easy, for me to get this job. Obviously, I worked hard for it, years of experience and all that. But I could have not planned this. I almost want to cry, but I'm not going to cry on camera because that's, that's not going to be cute. Yeah. I wouldn't have planned this at all on my own. This was literally God's blessing. And honestly, to my friends that knew about it, ooh, what? We are not going to cry on camera. To my friends that knew about it and have always supported me throughout the whole time, to my church members that I couldn't even tell that I was leaving, I am so thankful to you all for always supporting me. So again, I couldn't have done this without you guys. Why am I about to cry on camera? This is not going to happen. Yeah, so I'm going to get off before I start crying. But it's just so emotional, because when I think of every little thing that I had to go through to be here, it's crazy. But anyway, I'm going to go because I already see it coming. But thank you all. Again, I'll do another video of, just kind of like the tips, just little tips of what you can do to move here if you want to move to Los Angeles, what helped me out and what didn't help me out, and yeah, and I hope that will be able to help someone else. So again, I've moved. I'm in Los Angeles. I'm in LA, Hollywood, yes. Bye you all. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm super excited to be doing this, and so please subscribe, like, comment, and let me know if you have any questions or any tips, yeah, so that whenever I'm doing the actual video, I have more to tell you and share more with you. So I love you all. Thank you. That crying is not gonna happen. Not on this camera. Bye you all.